It's the NFL on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Washington Commanders and the Atlanta Falcons. And it's coming up next.
First opened in 2017. Here's a look inside the one-of-a-kind setting for football. That is Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, the home of the Falcons. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Matchup with a couple of teams, Greg, with one big thing in common. A new head coach from a season ago. These are always the seasons we want to see how they play out, how they can implement their plan going in.
And more often than not, Mike, as we all know, when you find yourself in a position to make a coaching change, it's because the previous few seasons did not go according to plan. So the question is, did they find the right new head coach to lead them in this next era for their organization? These two teams today are hoping that this goes a long way into deciding, do they have the right guy pulling the strings? Because if you do, if you have a head coach and a quarterback, you can win for a long time in this league.
Austin Eckler now to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Washington offense going to make their way to the field for the first time. They are led by the former Heisman Trophy winner out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
There's just certain guys, Mike, when they take the field and they step into the huddle, the other 10 players, they just take a little bit of a deeper breath. They're like, man, I'm glad this guy is on our side, and he's certainly one of them. He just brings an element of confidence to everybody else around him, not only in the huddle, but on the sideline, on the defense, the coaching staff. Everyone is better as the result of him being your quarterback.
And it's a positive start, a gain of 5 to get things going.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Pass downfield is caught by Brown. They get 20 on the connection. Good for a Commander's first down.
Mike, you know what we used to call those plays? No, 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 yes. Because that's exactly what was going through the mind of the coach on the sideline when the quarterback decided to throw that ball into really tight coverage.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Play action. Here's Daniels. He'll get this out to his running back. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
All right, so there's really 3 areas that a modern NFL running back has to excel at. Number 1, the traditional handoffs. Number 2, you have to be excellent and reliable in pass protection. And maybe bigger than all of them, you have to be at least serviceable out of the backfield in the passing game.
Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
That is caught. What a throw. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Commanders. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. He knocks it through. And the Commanders will take a 7-0 lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Ray McLeod on the return. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be led out by the lefty from the University of Washington. It's Michael Penix.
Mike, I remember games, and I was blown away. I mean, the accuracy. That ball looks like it's jumping out of his hand. He is physically talented. He's mature. He's played a lot of football. He has overcome a lot of adversity, man. That is a formula for success in the NFL. He might have to wait a little bit to find his time, but the more opportunities he gets like here in this one, I think he has a bright future.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Nice way to start the drive here. Really good protection by the guys up front. Good decision by the quarterback to find his read. Ball's accurate, ball's on time. Now they're able to start this drive and get on the move the right way.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
Now he'll run. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
So on 4th down, the Falcons bring on Bradley Pinion to punt. And that's going to work out well. Out of bounds, and they mark it inside the 5-yard line. The Commanders' offense going to take over now for the 2nd time. And they're going to hear it from this crowd. They're backed up deep as they start 1st and 10. The tight end Ertz in motion. First carry of the game for Brian Robinson. And he's got it to the 14-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. They'll throw with Daniels. He'll get this out wide. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
It's pretty well read there defensively. Anytime you throw these quick passes to the wide receivers, you're looking to pick your gain up after the catch. So let's give credit to the defense. Rally and tackle in space and keep that to a pretty modest gain.
They'll try to run for it with Robinson. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Washington.
You hear teams talk about it all the time, Mike. Let's win at the point of attack. And boy, this team here early in the first quarter, they've done just that.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Finding the veteran tight end, Zach Ertz.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end of it.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. They'll run with Robinson. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4. The tight end Ertz in motion. On first down, right back to Robinson. And he is planted in the backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Off his own read, Daniels going to hang on to it.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. It's a gain of 12 there. Good for a Commander's first down.
Drive is the ability of the quarterback to really spread the ball around to multiple targets and put so much pressure on the defense, deciding who do they want to account for, because no matter who they try to take away, the quarterback's doing a nice job of finding the open man.
1st and 10. On the option, here's Robinson. And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. Here's a 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
And this is the blueprint, Mike. The ability to sustain and maintain possession and methodically move the ball down the field in the process. The defense has had no answers up until this point, and now the next step is, can they come away with 6? Because anything less than that, after this long drive, would be a bit of a letdown.
And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. It is a gain of 23 yards, and now they'll have 4 shots at it. It's 1st and goal.
So close to taking that one in. Good job defensively. We're able to force him out of bounds just shy of the pylon, but...
And he will dive into the end zone. Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Washington. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, Give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. McLeod now to return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Penix. He's got this to Bijan Robinson.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. From the gun, here is Penix. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So defensively, there's always the initial pass coverage plan, and then when that breaks down and the quarterback goes into scramble mode, how fast can you then move on to the second phase and what they call plaster, meaning find the nearest receiver and almost play a man-to-man, and it's exactly what they did here, and there was nowhere for the ball to go, and he's forced to just throw it away.
The Commanders' offense ready to take over once more. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And he'll have a Commander's 1st down as he gets this one up past the 30.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the 1st quarter. And at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. Daniels going to keep it on the zone read. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down.
You know, Mike, early in my time in Carolina, we were kind of on the forefront of this NFL zone read revolution. Cam Newton, one of the best to ever do it. I have seen up close and personal, when you run the zone read the right way, it is a nightmare for a defense to defend.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The whole idea of the play-action pass, Mike, is that you can slow the pass rush down enough that it allows longer, slower developing pass concepts to open up downfield. But in this case, they were on him so fast that by the time he got his head around, that ball needed to come out. There was no timing and ultimately led in an incompletion.
A nice throw by the rookie from LSU. And he's got his team a 1st down.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Trying the left side, here's Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
They'll motion over Samuel. A throw to the right flat. It is caught.
Nice job there, getting the ball to your slot receiver and then letting him get to work. It's a nice feeling as a quarterback when you can just have a short throw, still result in a big game.
Third and a yard. They'll motion over Samuel. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he's going to have the first down yardage. The stop made at the 31, but a new set of downs. First down picked up. Here's Daniels. Now he'll run it. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a first down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
A run here with the veteran. It's Austin Eckler. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. A dive, and he's in! Brian Robinson. Touchdown, Commanders. Make it 2 touchdowns in the very first quarter of play. Give him a second touchdown on this one. What an opening quarter, Greg. 2 rushing touchdowns in the first.
Well, Mike, we kind of had a feeling this might be the case. They told us all week how important it was to get this guy involved early and often, and boy, have they ever. He has made his presence felt here early in this one.
So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They are facing an uphill climb early. Begin this drive with 1st and 10. We'll go play action now with Penix. And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down. A gain of 15 and a first down. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. On play action. And this time the rush gets home. And down he goes.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sitting duck for this pass rush.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
Just another example of poor decision-making. I mean, making a bad play even worse. There's nothing there on 2nd down. Just throw the ball into the stands and move on to 3rd. Now you take that sack, and it's going to take a miracle to stay on the field.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Penix. That's going to be incomplete, and it'll leave just enough time for one final play in this opening quarter.
And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on 3rd down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, Mike, the importance of 3rd down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL.
Oh, looked like he may have had a seam for a moment, but he's taken down after a solid return. We are through 1. It's the Commanders with the early lead. Greg and I back in Atlanta after this. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
And another great throw. And I'll tell you what, Mike, so far today, this certainly does not look like a rookie quarterback. I mean, he is in complete control of this offense.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Throwing is Daniels. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Even though it doesn't result in a sack, when you dial up the right pressure at the right time, Mike, sometimes that's all it takes to lead to that incompletion. The timing is just a little off between the quarterback and his intended target, and the ball falls incomplete.
He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Hayden Ellis in on that stop. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Throwing now, Daniels. And that is incomplete.
Great pass rushers live for 3rd down, especially when they know the offense has to be one-dimensional. And this is a great example here, Mike. They can just pin their ears back and go. They know there is no threat for run. It is a must-pass situation, and for this offense, they're lucky it didn't result in a sack.
That is fielded at the 13. And some nifty running on the return. Picked up some good yardage before he was taken down. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. 1st down now. Throwing is Penix. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds, but the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
They'll run it here with Robinson. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down. Here's Penix. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. It's a gain of 19 in the air. It's good for a Falcon first down.
I really like the rhythm that this offense has found. I mean, that third down, that wasn't a layup by any means, but they made it look easy. Everybody was exactly where they needed to be. The quarterback did a nice job working through his progression, saying, okay, I understand this is zone defense. I understand where the limitations of the coverage are. I'm going to get to that spot on the field as fast as I can, deliver the ball.
And he will go all the way. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Atlanta. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Falcons get back in it. It is 21-7. So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. From the 6, here comes a return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Commanders' offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big opening after big opening and big numbers in this first half. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Daniels now going to look to throw. That one secured by the tight end Bates. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
On the ground, it's Robinson. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a first down on that gain of 5.
This offense, they're not interested in taking the deep shot here. 2nd and short, the way they're running the ball, pound the rock, reset the downs, and just keep the drive alive.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Daniels. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
They run over center with Robinson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
Right side, pulled in by Samuel. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
These crossing concepts are frequently used, Mike, throughout the entire game, all across the league. And what it does is it creates a lot of natural rubs. You run out the backside of the defense and rely heavily on the yards after the catch, and it's exactly how they're able to pick up this big game.
Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal. That is caught, and he's in. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. That is 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Gay to add the PAT. He gets it to go. And the Commanders add on one more as they extend their 2nd quarter lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. Agnew on the return. Oh, yeah. And they'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop. The Falcons offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on first down. London brought in motion. And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Frankie Louvu there to make the play defensively. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Penix. He's got his man. It's Mooney. And he'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
The key to good route running, Mike, is deceiving the man covering you into thinking you're doing one thing, and then you change it and do the other. And in this case, he had the defender thinking this was a vertical downfield route, and then next thing you know, he gets to his break point, he breaks in, and that ball's put right on the money for a big pickup.
And that is incomplete. Drake London was the intended receiver there. And now it's 4th down.
So the hope is your 1/3 down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that 3rd down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And great coverage on special teams. They'll mark it down inside the 5-yard line. The Commanders' offense and Jaden Daniels ready to take over once more. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. He looks to add to them with another drive here. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On the ground, it's the tight end. And he's got it to the 14-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the give, it's Robinson. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll get a couple of yards, and that's good enough for the 1st down. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll throw with Daniels. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
A big half continues. Already 2 touchdowns on the score sheet. And here, this grab gets him a 1st down.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
To throw is Daniels on 1st and 10. Looking middle, and he's got Brown. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Throwing again, Daniel. Samuel has it working the middle. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Here's Robinson. He is met and dropped. Good defense. Loss of a couple on that play.
Defenses always have to make a decision, Mike. How do they want to defend the zone read? Some teams want the quarterback to keep the ball. They want the ability to tackle the quarterback. Other teams, they want it to be a give read, and that's what we saw here. They were ready for it, and they take the running back down for a loss.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. He'll get this one complete to Brown. And he will get into the end zone. Noah Brown. Touchdown, Commanders. A terrific play all the way around. Finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
Now Gay for the extra point. He's got it. And the Commanders are going to extend their lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. McLeod now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Falcons offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start out, first down and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. Open man's got it. That's Chark.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Look him up on a second down and 8. From the gun, here is Penix. That one taken in by London. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
On first down, it's Penix. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. DJ Chark. Touchdown, Falcons.
Think back to the spring, Mike. We all watched the highlights of this guy's pro day, and you always question, why do they make these quarterbacks just rear back and throw it as far as they can? How often are they really going to do that? Well, when they do, like we saw here, it is a thing of beauty. He put that big arm on display with that last pass, and it winds up going for 6.
On is Koo for the point after. It's up and through. And the Falcons are able to cut into the deficit. So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Here's Eckler on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run with Robinson, and he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. They'll go again with Robinson. And he'll have a Commander's 1st down. He'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big game, and he picks up the 1st down.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. They'll run. He'll try the left side now. Strong running there, pushing his way forward to gain a couple. Second down and 8. They'll go play action here with Daniels. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
This may look like a simple connection, Mike, just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Now Daniels throwing on 1st and 10. Firing right side, brought in by Brown. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a 1st down. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth 1st half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. Daniels now on 1st down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
Here in the 1st half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire. So the defense finally gets a stop. And really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
Throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes. So give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete.
Daniels gonna throw again. The throw on the run is complete.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
His kick is good. And the Commanders going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the 1st half.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. McLeod now to return. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Pass brought in by Chark. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Here's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Throwing is Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Give him 13 on that screen play. And a first down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here.
And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. On 2nd down, here's Penix. There's a throw right side.
Rough sequence over these last couple plays. 1st down, sack. 2nd down, big play attempt, falls incomplete. And now to make matters worse, you got to operate in 3rd and long on a defense that knows they can just pin their ears back and try to get after the quarterback.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson.
This is a spot you just love to be in as a defensive player. I mean, you've got him backed up so far, you're not really fearing any play call, let alone a run. Sit a couple guys back, keep the ball from being thrown over your head. Everybody else track the ball, comes up well short.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. The tight end Ertz in motion. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And let's give him about 4 on that one. Caden Ellis in on that stop. So here at halftime, it's the visitors, the Commanders, who are out on top. As we'll send you down to Orlando now, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. We were treated to a fine performance in the first half from the Heisman Trophy winner, Jaden Daniels. He's over 300 yards passing already, as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The home team's offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Penix. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
The relationship between the back and the offensive lineman is now the key for the run after catch. You want to make sure those linemen don't get too far down the field where they can't help protect the back. So once the running back catches it, there's a go-go call. Now everyone knows it's time to go downfield. The running back falls in behind him, and that's the landmark of the screenplay.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
Again, it's Penix. That one is caught by Mooney. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not, and when he throws it, catch it.
To throw again, it's Penix. There's Kyle Pitts with the grab. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
I'm not sure what was the more difficult aspect of the play, winning his route versus man coverage or catching this pass, because that quarterback, he put a little extra sauce on that one to get it there on time, and he's able to secure a really nice catch.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he'll work his way for about 4 yards. And that's good enough for a first down. To throw is Penix. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Penix now off the bootleg. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. He'll tuck it and take off.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
3rd down, 3 to go. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. That's hauled in at the 2. And they'll stop him just short of the goal line, but they are going to have enough to convert. It's going to be 1st and goal.
What an impressive drive this has really been, and it's a combination of big plays and 3rd down conversions. Now after that last third down pickup, it's 1st and goal. They got a chance to finish this really impressive drive and come away with 6.
And he will fight his way to the end zone. Michael Penix. Touchdown, Atlanta.
We were talking during the break, Mike. We felt that this was kind of a do-or-die drive. They felt like they needed to come away with the touchdown here, and now they're showing a little life.
Yeah, a little bit of belief, don't you think? Everyone on that field knows they've been a part of a comeback before. It's a pretty big mountain, but a good way to get started here to begin this half. The decision is made. The offense will stay out there and go for 2. From the gun, it's Penix. That is caught. And they get the 2-point conversion.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Whoa. The visitors' offense. And their running back set to go once more. And as we look at the highlights, you see it's been tough to stop him here today. Couple of touchdowns in this ball game. He has, without a doubt, been the driving force in this offense so far. First and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. Now he takes off.
You know, Mike, nice job here by the quarterback, just understanding on these early downs, you just don't want to go backwards. So he's able to avoid the negative play, pick up a little bit, and mostly avoid the sack.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense wins and brings him down for a sack.
The Commanders about to send this one away as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. The home team's offense and Michael Penix getting ready for their next possession. And he has been in control of this offense. Want to run you through some of the action from earlier on. You've got the 2 touchdown passes, over 200 passing yards. He has been excellent all game long. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll get 4 here, up to the 24-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Penix. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, here is Penix. Solid running there. He takes this up near the 35.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. We'll go play action now with Penix. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Robinson. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. They'll throw. It's Penix. He's going to look downfield for Chark. And the Commanders are going to take possession. They've got it at their own 42.
I think you chalk this one up, Mike, to just a rookie mistake. And anytime you have a young signal caller behind center, you're going to have to deal with some of these ups and downs. Every once in a while, they're just not going to see the coverage. They're going to get baited into making a bad throw. That's kind of par for the course. The key is how fast can these rookie quarterbacks turn the page, move on, and not make the same mistake again.
The Commanders' offense ready to get back at it. And as we look back now, Greg, at how we got here, we got a ton of highlights of the offense so far. In particular, great passing.
Yeah, and if you want to score points in the NFL, Mike, there's no secret. You've got to do it primarily through the air. And with 3 touchdowns here so far, that's exactly what we've seen. It's been deep balls. It's been intermediate shots. It's been good run after catch. This has really been high-level offense on display right from the jump.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
He gets it to Samuel, left side. Here's a 2nd and 6. Here's a toss left side for Robinson. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Here now, 3rd and 5. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Looking to Samuel on the out route. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down. On the option, here's Robinson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And the Commanders are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
What a great run down here inside the red zone, Mike. It's so important that you still can run the ball. Great job here by the back. I thought for a minute he was going to score. He gets it all the way down inside the 1, and I wouldn't be surprised if they let him finish this drive off.
Oh, he feels the pressure, and he'll go down back at the 6.
I don't hate the play call. The best opportunity to throw the ball down this close to the goal line is usually on 1st or 2nd down. Like, the issue here is the quarterback has to know, if my first read is not open, this ball needs to be thrown out the back of the end zone. You cannot take a sack this close to the goal line.
2nd and goal. Now it's from the 6-yard line. The motion man here is McLaurin. Daniels to throw on 2nd down. He keeps it. He is in. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Washington. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this 3rd quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the 3rd quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
The extra point by Gay is good, and the Commanders will extend this 3rd quarter lead. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. McLeod now to return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Falcons offense and their wide receiver getting ready to get back to work. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
On second down, it's a run with Robinson. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. Third and long. Here's Penix. He'll get this out to the left flat, and he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
That's just one of those drives that was out of whack from the start, Mike. They just couldn't get anything going on the early downs, and they'll most likely punt the ball away and hope that their defense can do the same thing and get them the ball back.
He'll take this in back at the 16. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Commanders' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Now this is going to be a design run. They let him keep it. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
On play action, Daniels. And he's going to slide to a stop and avoid the contact. But since he started there, he's still shy of the first down.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Daniels going to keep this himself. Whoa! It's a pickup of 12. First down, Washington.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
They'll go play action here with Daniels. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of play. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They run over center with Robinson. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. The motion man here is McLaurin. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Run it here with Robinson. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now Daniels. That one secured by the tight end Bates. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? And they'll run out of the gun. Here comes Robinson. A pickup of 12 yards. Good for a Commanders' 1st down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, Mike, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the 4th quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll throw with Daniels. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. A.J. Terrell, the tight coverage there, and he knocks it away.
You just can't say enough about how hard it is to play cornerback in today's modern NFL, Mike. I mean, not only are these wide receivers better than ever, but the way the rules are written, you're really out there on an island with not a lot of options. Your technique has to be perfect. Your timing has to be perfect. It's exactly what we saw here, and he makes a great play on the ball.
Third and 6. Now, a handoff to Eckler. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
Well, if you're going to run the ball in the middle of this defensive line, you better block the big man in the middle, Mike. What a great job, not only defeating his blocks, but being able to penetrate enough to take the ball carrier down for a loss. That is a great play by the big man inside.
Matt Gay coming on for this field goal try. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Commanders will extend their lead. After the field goal, back out is Gay to kick this one off. McLeod now to return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Falcons offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. Throwing is Penix. A throw on the move is caught. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line.
The best quarterbacks, Mike, they don't necessarily even have to see the running back in the check down. They can just feel him. It allows them to keep their eyes downfield, allow their tight ends and wide receivers to continue to work open. In this case, nice job by the quarterback getting that ball in his hands and letting him do the rest after the catch.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is a pass that just needs to be completed, Mike. The opportunity was there. His guy was open. They ran out of room a little bit there on the sideline. Couldn't quite get the ball up and down fast enough and ends up being thrown out of bounds.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Now Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down. Third and 2, and Penix. Open man is Mooney. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a 1st down.
Again, it's Penix. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the 1st down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop. Patience is a great quality of a running back. You have to wait for holes and gaps to develop. But in this case, Mike, he just kept waiting, and nothing ended up happening. No gain.
Another run here for Robinson. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5, and here comes 3rd down. They'll go again with Robinson. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down by about a yard. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 5.
Wow, a little change of play call here, and that's typically not what we see at this down and distance. That's typically a passing down, Mike, but they catch the defense off guard, keep the ball on the ground, and they're able to pick up enough for the 1st down.
And here comes Robinson on a toss to the right. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. Second and 7. Back to throw. Here's Penix. To the right. That's Pitts. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And, man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag comes in. That might make this a 1st down. They'll try to run with Robinson. Powering forward. He's in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Here's Coop for the extra point. He's got it. And the Falcons are able to edge a bit closer. So out is Coop. He'll kick this one away after the touchdown. Here's Eckler on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. A give, and here comes Robinson. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. On the ground, it's Robinson. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down, forthcoming. From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. He's got his man downfield. It's Debo. A gain there of 23 yards. 1st down, Washington.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. And he'll get this down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. On the give, it's Robinson. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. And trying to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates.
This is something we see so often out of these young quarterbacks, Mike, is their inability to manipulate the defense. They kind of telegraph where they're going to go with their ball, with their eyes. And I'd love to see him the next time when he gets to the top of his drop. Look off the safety. Hold some of the underneath defenders from where you ultimately know you want to go with the ball. A lot of that just comes with experience, and sometimes you got to gain that experience the hard way.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. There's that man again. Another catch.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field. as he made himself open.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the gun, here is Penix. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. That is caught. What a throw. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Atlanta. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Koo able to add the extra point. And the Falcons are able to cut into the deficit. The dice here with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
Late in the game, this is where you see teams really start taking some chances. And boy, this was a big one, but it's not going to work out.
The Commanders offense and running back Brian Robinson on the field for their next drive. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. Quick throw, out wide, it's caught. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. From the gun, it's a give to Eckler. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
3rd and short, and it's Daniels. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's 1st and 10. A give for Eckler, running right. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. Second and 11. Here's Robinson. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. It's a give up the middle to Robinson. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. They run. Eckler. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. Back to the ground after the penalty. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Commanders. Gay to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Commanders will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. McLeod now to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Falcons offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Now Penix on 3rd and long. throw on the run is complete.
They were able to connect on the comeback, but I don't think it was really well executed. This is a deeper route. This receiver's got to push his depth before his break a little bit more downfield. They'll take the completion, but they were hoping to get a little bit more with that one.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on downs. The Commanders' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start in the red zone already. This drive beginning at the 20. First and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So, a win here on the road for the Commanders. They got out of the gates hot, ran out to the big first quarter lead, and did not look back as they cruise in this one. So, that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.